आई थिंक रीज़न तो बहुत सारे हैं, बहुत सारी चीज़, लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स हैव बीन ब्रूइंग सिंस अ लॉन्ग टाइम, लेकिन इसको इन्होंने जो अल्टीमेट जो स्पार्क हुआ वो जो एसटी डिमांड के ख़िलाफ़ जो हमारे ट्राइबल भाइयों ने जो इन्होंने रैली निकाला उस दिन से शुरू हुआ गया जो एक्चुअल स्पार्क है, लेकिन पहले से ही चल रहा था। तो जैसे कुछ लोग बर्मा से आ गए और वो बस गए हमारे रिजर्व फॉरेस्ट में, तो वहाँ से चीफ मिनिस्टर ने बोला वहाँ से इवैक्यूएट करो। उस चक्कर में थोड़ा मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग हो रखा था। मैं आप ही के चैनल पे कल एक मैडम रमी करके थी, उनकी मतलब उनका मैंने सुना एंड शी स्पोक वेरी वेल। मणिपुर इज़ वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड। मणिपुर इज़ लाइक मिनी इंडिया। जैसे हमारे यहाँ पर हिंदू भी हैं, हिंदू अपने मणिपुरी मुस्लिम्स भी हैं, उसको मैतेई पंगल बोलते हैं, और सारे ट्राइब्स हैं, ठीक है। तो उस रैली में क्या हुआ, सर्टन, आई विल नॉट नेम एनी कम्युनिटी, so certain people in that rally, they started burning houses of the minorities there, and in the video that was sent you could see people come out with AK-47s and they were firing. तो उससे क्या हुआ, जो दूसरे तरफ के लोग हैं वो बहुत डर गए और बहुत इमोशनल और बहुत गुस्से भी हो गए। तो इट स्पार्क्ड ऑफ, अल्टीमेट स्पार्क वाज दैट, बट इट वाज ऑलरेडी पहले से ही चल रहा था, ये ब्रू तो पहले से ही हो रहा था। तो मैं एक्चुअली ऐसे ही मैं आप यहाँ बैठे थे तो पता चला आप न्यूज़ 9 के हैं, मैं आप ही का चैनल देख रहा था कल, और मुझे लगा आप काफ़ी बैलेंस्ड हो, क्योंकि अभी क्या हो रहा है दिल्ली में, मैं पढ़ा था तो मैं दिल्ली में बहुतों को जानता हूँ। उन्होंने बोला कि यहाँ पर नैरेटिव अलग है, ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे वैली लोग मतलब ज़बरदस्ती कर रहे हैं। लेकिन मेरा ये कहना है कि पहली बात तो आप ये देखो कहाँ कहाँ यहाँ पर कहते हैं ना हार्ट बर्न्स। नंबर 1 इम्फाल, सॉरी नॉट इम्फाल, जो वैली एरिया है मणिपुर का वो 10%, मेरे ख्याल से मेरे को बताया क्या 10% से भी थोड़ा कम है। उसमें जो मैतेई पॉपुलेशन है वो है 50% लेकिन जो वैली में जो रहते हैं मैतेई प्लस मैतेई पंगल, जो अपने मणिपुरी मुसलमान हैं, ये सब मिला मुलू के हम लोग करीब 2/3 पॉपुलेशन है। मान लो 2/3 पॉपुलेशन 10% ज़मीन पर रहते हैं, 10%, 2/3 पॉपुलेशन। उसके ऊपर इम्फाल में यानी कि वैली में हमारे पहाड़ से कोई भी ट्राइब के, चाहे वो कुकी ट्राइब के हो, चाहे वो तंकुल हो, चाहे कबूई हो, दे कैन ऑल कम एंड स्टे हियर। वो बस जाते हैं और उन सब वेलकम ही है, लेकिन हम वहाँ नहीं जा सकते। तो आप सोचो कभी आप जब मणिपुर में आए हो, आपने प्लेन से देखा होगा कि आपको पूरा वैली एक ही नज़र में दिखता है। तो आप सोचो कितनी छोटी सी ज़मीन है यहाँ पर। अब जिस तरह से मैं किसी डिबेट पे सुन रहा था कि जब इंडिया को इंडिपेंडेंस मिला तो शायद इंडिया की पॉपुलेशन थी 30 करोड़, आज देखो 140 करोड़। तो आप ये सोचो 40-50 साल बाद मणिपुर का क्या पॉपुलेशन होगा।
Kartikeya and Brijesh, I want your thoughts on another very interesting argument that came to light yesterday. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who's not only a Congress leader but also a Supreme Court advocate, while addressing the press conference there, and Dada and I discussed this yesterday, he says, I do not understand. How is it that the Manipur government had not done its homework before appearing before the Manipur High Court and was not able to inform the Manipur High Court that it had no jurisdiction to pass an order of this nature granting ST status to any community? It has been made abundantly clear now that the Supreme Court says only the President of India can do it. While the Manipur High Court erred in its judgment, no doubt, what was the Manipur government and their lawyers doing?
And I think it should have been
it's been politically mishandled, it's been legally mishandled.
I agree, and I think they were not caught by surprise. I think they were caught by their own cesspool of ill preparedness. They were completely ill prepared on the account that they did not factor in what could trigger that judgment of a high court could have done, and legally they should have impressed upon the judge that if it doesn't fall under your domain, you are not fit to rule this. And immediately when the judgment came, like we see the kind of alacrity which we see other cases being parachuted or paradropped to Supreme Court, I think they should have immediately moved the Supreme Court seeking a stay.
But they watched Manipur burn.
One oral remark of the Supreme Court, kind of virtually, like the deployment of army, the one remark of Supreme Court had kind of, added in lessening the violence, which was that it is not within the realm or the remit of the High Court to say this. Only the President of India can do it. So
And the government lawyers did not know
It
this.
is absolutely callous. I cannot imagine that the government lawyers. It's callous.
I think it is also because of the fact, कई बार ये होता है कि when you are very very confident, BJP has been very confident in Northeast. It has been doing things which had served them well. The politics have worked in Nagaland, their politics worked in Arunachal, their politics has worked in Assam, their politics has worked in Tripura, in Meghalaya they have found space. मणिपुर जहाँ वो एब्सोल्युटली आराम से मेजॉरिटी के साथ बैठे थे वहाँ गड़बड़ हो गई. कहने का मतलब दैट इज़ व्हाई आई स्टार्टेड दिस डिस्कशन कि कई बार होता क्या है कि if you have total number with you, you can make mistakes. Like Indira Gandhi made number of mistakes. I think one of the biggest mistakes she made was the sort of the force which was used in Operation
Kartikeya,
Blue Star.
that's arrogance of power.
See, वही तो होता है ना कि जब आपके पास पूरे नंबर होते हैं, आपने ऑपरेशन ब्लू स्टार कर दिया. ऑपरेशन ब्लू स्टार के जो इफेक्ट हैं आज तक सबको उस पूरे देश को झेलने पड़ते हैं. सिमिलरली व्हेन यू हैव एब्सोल्यूट नंबर यू गेट अवे विद सो मेनी एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव एक्शन बट द सोशल कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज आर एक्सट्रीम. So even in Manipur, I would say that this has happened because you felt that we have got numbers and we'll be able to push through certain things. But then the social and cultural consequences become extreme, and it's there. And anyway, northeastern states reel under colonial legacy. एक colonial administrative setup है. आप बताइए वो inner line permit का क्या मतलब है? क्या वो कनेक्टेड नहीं है इंटरनेट के थ्रू? क्या उनको दुनिया नहीं पता है? क्या लोग मणिपुर नहीं देखना आते? बट यू स्टिल हैव दोस इनर लाइन परमिट्स. सो people argue that this inner line permit is very important for the way tribals are living there, but most of the children are being sent to Delhi to study, so they bring back the culture. ऐसा नहीं है. Northeast is integrated in a way. What is I think important is that the land use policy, the pressure on land, I think that is more important, Neha.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you there. But let's also remind ourselves, and if I could go back to Subir Bhaumik on this, and I know you want to come in on this point, but let's also remind ourselves that while the BJP, as a government may have been comfortably placed in Manipur, as Kartikeya argues, but let's not forget that this also happened in the backdrop of Chief Minister N. Biren Singh battling rebellion within his own ranks, with MLA after MLA quitting government posts, some of them camping here in Delhi and practically demanding that he be replaced. Did he take his eye off the ball? Dada, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, dekho, Neha, Biren was a footballer and never a cricketer, so he's likely to take his eye off the ball because he has never faced bouncers in his life as a sportsman, But jokes apart, the problem here is very straightforward and simple. And the problem here is, I think it was Krishna or Kartikeya who said that BJP's politics has been very successful in Northeast. Electoral politics. Oh, Brijesh, I'm sorry. Right. So here, their electoral politics was very successful. But electoral politics success does not mean your politics is successful. In the politics of reconciliation of rival ethnic conflicts and demands, they have been not at all successful. You know how? Let me bring Tripura again. The way Nripen Chakravarti and then Dasharath Dev was actually a tribal chief minister, the way they handled, the entire tribal issue in Tripura by giving them autonomy, 6th schedule, 30% population, 70% area, Bengali majority legislators passing this deal so that there is a cooling effect, everybody, brotherly attitude. These kind of things have not happened even when BJP is in power in Tripura. And that's why in Tripura today, there is a resurgence of tribal autonomist ethnic politics in the shape of Maharaj Pradyut Kishore Dev Burman, who is actually cultivating or playing into the tribal alienation which has grown in Tripura over the last couple of years that BJP is in power. Because this whole thing of mainstream is so much into BJP's political head. That भैया mainstream बोल के कोई एक one set behavior आप इंडिया जैसा diverse country में impose कर नहीं सकते हैं. You have to do intelligent management of diversity, intelligent management of ethnicity, intelligent management of everything. You cannot impose. BJP electoral politics very successful.